is JordanTower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Well, Trey Songz's bodyguard sentenced to a year in jail after he stepped in to protect R&B star from being attacked. Now, there's no sense in having security in Dubai. You got to just hire security in Dubai because it's like, if you get in trouble, you're going to jail forever. And yeah, that's that. So then we got, we'll see if he gets out of jail, but he's going to be doing a year for doing his job. YNW Melly, I want all my fans to know I love y'all the same way y'all love me. So yeah, this YNW Melly update from jail. 50 Cent continually checks on Fetty Wap. I think that's really real for him being, he's locked up and he is... 50 Cent still remembers Fetty and still checks on him from time to time, which is very important. Then we got Mayor Adams in New York. He was arrested for assault. Everybody's being arrested for assault this week because of a deadline that occurred with something with the governor, extended victims deadline, something like that. I don't know. I got to get more into that because it seems like all these cases are coming out this week, the week of Thanksgiving. Even the Diddy case from, which I don't know if that's related, if that's a New York issue. But anyways, because it was federal. I don't know. Then we got Jim Jones. This is what I wanted to talk about. Jim Jones. Okay, him and Camron have an on and off friendship at this point. Especially now that Camron and Mace are back together, and Jim took such a hard stance on Mace, against Mace. We got Jim hating on Camron and Mace, basically, in this, because like all Mace said was Juelz was so talented, he had the potential to be Jay-Z or greater. Jim Jones tried to flip it and be like, nobody's trying to be like Jay-Z. Like, did you listen to it, bro? They didn't say that. They said Juelz isn't living up to his full potential. That was the conversation. And guess what? Juelz is not living up to his full potential. He hasn't dropped an album in over a decade. I don't care that little mixtape he dropped while he was in jail just to like float by. That was not an album. He hasn't dropped an actual album he's worked on since, I would say the last thing that he dropped that was remotely close to an album was in 2013. Juelz has, it's like he's not a rapper. I don't know what he is, because he hoards music in his hard drive. He had a couple difficult times after he left Def Jam with 2 albums. Jay-Z kind of had him on the shelf. He wanted to get off Def Jam. He wanted to get out of the contract with Camron. He got out of that stuff in 2008. That did nothing. He tried to do Skull Gang, which is trash. Okay. He's better. I kept telling him he was better than everybody on Skull Gang. I said, bro, you got to get yourself back before you can put them on. But he's like, nah, I seen Camron do it. They're going to, I know how to do this, right? Then he had this, he had a little problem sipping, right? Him and Lil Wayne weren't on the best of terms, obviously, because they weren't talking so much. They weren't talking as much. Then the studio gets raided and all the hard drives get taken. So, if you get that far off your game where you're just sipping all the time, smashing girls, doing this, recording music still, but not putting it out, you don't have a plan. And he let his momentum from 2006, when he dropped his last album, die off, okay? And, we kept an internet presence. I worked with him in 2008. We kept an internet presence in 07 and 08, a little bit in 09, but then I saw why Juelz has problems. He always has petty issues with people. Me and him had the pettiest issue. I've broken it down before. It wasn't even that serious. But when you call me on the phone with another man that we both know, and you're on the phone silent, listening, like, why don't you go to the studio anymore? I didn't feel like this. And then Juelz chimes in. I was like, bro, this is why Juelz can't get ahead. He never grew up. He just never grew up, super talented still. He could still rap, but he's not living up to his full potential. And that's just facts. You can take offense to it all you want. He can take offense to it all you want. And I want to give a big shout out to, I'm going to link his channel to Scoop B below. This is from his interview, okay? And he interviewed Jim Jones, and I suggest you go check out the full interview with it and, react to it yourself and bring some attention to him doing the interview and asking the question. Now, from what I got from this, Jim Jones can't stand that. He just, he's not a big fan of Camron and Mace being best of friends now. He probably looks at it being fake because they had beef for so long, and he was so used to them having beef for so long, and actually took on part of that beef, and now they're best friends. He can't, what he should do is be best friends with Max B again when he comes out of jail. And excuse all the Chrissy stuff, because even though, Jim Jones still, he's gotten to become a really good rapper himself, and he outworks everybody musically in Dipset at this point. So, anyways, that's what it is. It is what it is. I appreciate you all. This is JordanTower with JT News. I'll check you guys in the next one, and I hope you guys are having a great day. Peace. Oh, and happy Thanksgiving.